Oh, my mic is not muted. Yes. Hello. Hello there. How are you all doing? Hopefully doing well. Yeah. I'm tired. Had to wake up early today. But we're cooking, we're working. I want to do some more work on my game, and now I'm just like, oh, I spent Wednesday on it, I spent Thursday on it, wow, we're spending Friday on it. I've been grinding it off. Let's put it this way, I've already put in 24 hours, and we got this on Wednesday. So we've been grinding this off, but it's coming together, looking pretty snazzy. So, really liking where it's going. I think we're all finding this that it's coming together really, really well, and that we're liking kind of like where it's sitting. So, yeah. I think chances are it is going to be one of the games that we will continue, unless the next game is anything fantastical, and then maybe we ditch this one or we ditch Tracer. Not too sure which one, but I don't know which one's going to be the best out of what we're working on. I don't know. Tracer, there's a lot that we can do with that. It's a bit tricky. The second game, we're not really wanting to pursue any further, but Tracer, we're just like, there's a lot that we can add to it and overhaul and do, because we kind of like missed out on due to the time. It was our first game as well, so we ran into the issue of like, how can you, pursue all these things. Sorry, no. What am I saying? It's one of those things where it's like, it's our first game. We weren't like too sure on how long things are going to take and those sorts of things. So, but no, now we know how long things are taking, and we're sort of getting into the groove of everything. Things are starting to come together pretty damn well. So yeah, it's all good stuff. Let's get us over. I guess you guys can see what we've been up to. Oh my eyes. G'day, Ali. How you doing? So we've done a heap of models and stuff like that. We've just been pumping shit out. So we got like pins, pin holder, supposedly. I haven't seen some of these, so I don't know how many of these actually exist. But really, even though I'm not gonna like team lead. But everybody's shoved it into the right area to say that it's done. So pins, pin holder, we got pencils, candles, floor plan. To preface what I'm up to and what I'm talking about, Ali, because I'm not too sure how long you've been here. So in case you missed what I was talking about before, game developer, me, studying game development. We're making a game, and I'm just going over some stuff that we've been working on for our game, and kind of just giving like a catch up to where we're at. I've been working on this since Wednesday, so it's Friday for us here, so 3 days. I've put in about 24 hours. We've all put in about, half of us have put in about 24 hours, 24 hours already. Some of the coders have been busy with other assessments and classes, so they have put in less, unless they did some stuff outside of the meetups and whatnot. But yeah, just going over it, where we're at with it. It's just so it's everyone else can be like, oh, that's pretty cool. And those sorts of things. So I've just been plotting up new models that we need to implement. So here's some stuff that I've got for us that we need. There's Flame, visual effects, which is going to be matched with our matches and whatnot. We got fabric piles, end evidence, whatever we're going to do. The end's like collectible. Standing lights, it's just like, light that's standing. Table ornaments. Is needed. Somebody else must have written that is needed. Main door. I think I know who wrote that. Somebody wasn't in cool and I think was DMing somebody, one of the other members, about that, but he had no clue. Should DM'd me though. Because I am team lead and writing up what we need to be done. They were a bit confused on what I meant by table ornaments, but I established that. Main door, stair banisters, fireplace, beer, wine bottles, picture frame, like stand on table, CD case, cassettes, hand telescope, just some random assets that we can plot around, but we've done a lot of stuff. My list, I gotta do paint can, table stool, book, glasses, bowls, some other stuff going in. This is like kind of cooking. Furnish house. He's doing a bit. I don't know why he's still got this there. Utensils he's gonna make. We got some of these done. I think we got interactable clues and evidence mostly done. We've got inspect mostly done. There's still blinds. Upper wall ornaments. I can shove this in here because I think we finished that. I think he's also finished kitchen bench, but I'll leave that there just in case he isn't. Furnishing house, lore story, yada yada. Then some more stuff in here, which is done. And we've got a bunch of stuff here done. Who's been removing my flare? No, this is mine. I've been putting flares whenever I add assets and stuff to it. I just had a flare, stating what it is. Anyhow, let's open this up. Oopsies, don't show these. Don't show that. I think we were at... I might not be in the latest. Apparently I was already in game. Okay, for a second there I thought I couldn't leave. There's a TV that I've been working on. Doing like retro stuff. I've been doing a heap of models. Not too many. The thing is, I've been more assistant this time, so less models that I've been able to make, albeit I'm making like multiple models generally per thing, but I've been mostly assisting. So like blue are like 3D models that I've made, but I spent like what 4.5 2 hours like these, so effectively 6.5 hours trying to work on post effects. And I've been helping team members and stuff like that. So less models on my end. Doing all these assorted different things. Actually, this isn't a model. I was fixing this one up. I can probably change this to be not... that color. Yeah, here's some models that I've been working on. So we got a paper, binder, stapler. I think I've been using these. A bunch of different rugs, some tables, chair and a stool, and a TV. Which I worked on. So I don't know what I'm going to work on. I might work on something else that I've been doing, and I'll show you guys where we're at with the game. Okay, so I'm the latest version, I think. Okay, so I'm the latest version, so everyone's going to have to merge up to me. Turn off the post-processing. What's going on here? Anyway, this is like the level, really. Got no clue where we are. There's the kitchen. Is this it? Where are we? Honestly, I haven't had the time to go around half these levels for like ages. Here we go. That's the enemy there. He is so freaky. Let's look at this. He's got eyes, and oh my god, we are so cooking right now. Everything's coming together really, really well. They're just populating some of these scenes and whatnot. Getting some cool stuff coming around. So not everything's been done, but we're getting some of the stuff done, so. Before we had this enemy, he would chase after you, and that's the end goal that we're going to end up having. But for now, we are doing not that. We're trying to fix him. He's so freaky. You can see his eyes as he's just like patrolling the area. We're getting some stuff done. Might get some of these things changed. I feel like this should have chairs, but I don't think my chairs have been implemented too much. I have to double check. So I'm pretty sure I got some chairs here, yeah, that I set up. Like beds and drawers and stuff like that happening. So freaky with the whole. I can run a build. Let me see if I can package. No, not package. No, it is package. Bingo. E-Drive, Rapid Game. Builds. See if we can get this beast done. Hey, Noodle! How's it going? Imagine using a mouse. What's the context of that? It's ironic you say that. One of our team members went up to North Island of our country to do some work there for like the weekend. He's been gone since like Thursday. Long story short, he didn't bring a mouse, so he's on a laptop without a mouse, and I'm just like, everyone's kind of just like, why would you not bring your mouse? If you're not able to do it without a mouse, would you not bring a mouse? And so Unreal apparently doesn't really work without a mouse. So it's just like, Homie. Yeah. Oh, I would more say the other method. I don't think he's going to do anything, unfortunately. Which is a bit painful. He's just like, oh, I'm going to put in a lot of work. And then I'm like, oh, bet. And then come Wednesday when we get started on our project, he's just like, hey, bet, give me something, dude. I'm down to get most of my work done today because I'm not going to be able to work on it. Anyway, it was just a shit show, dude. Homie didn't wake up. He told me, oh, if I don't wake up in time, call me. I called him like 3 times. My guy did not wake up at all until like 2 or 3 hours after class had started, missing meetups with teachers and whatnot. And then I'm like, okay, dude, off to a bad start. But come on, man, I believe in you. I'll give you an easy but important task of getting the interactions done because I need that done ASAP. So it's one of the most important things. So it's like, bet. Does 2 tasks, doesn't even do the interactions, and then leaves. And I'm just like, come on. So he did like the main menu, and then he set up doors to work. And I'm just like, doors we don't even need until much later. And main menu, great. Once again, we don't need. So, incredibly painful. Because, unfortunately, it's not really. Honestly, that's what I'd be thinking as well. It's just a bit painful, honestly. So some of the teams are just a bit frustrated with him because it's like, dude, you're asking for some jobs, and we gave you some jobs, and you did some jobs. Don't get us wrong, but you didn't do the one job we kind of needed done. You did the other 2 things that arguably would take the same amount of time. So it's like, ugh, come on, man. But it doesn't really matter too much for us because we just give it to somebody else. And the issue is we're told we need 24 hours within 1 week spent on working on a game. This is like the case for all these games. You need to spend at least 24 hours on it. But that's what the teacher said. And if not, you're going to get graded shit. And your overall grade is rated based on your work. So if your work is shit compared to the game, your grade for the game as well gets downgraded as well. So, if he, kind of does piss poor stuff, and then the teacher's like, oh, actually, then it's on him. And, yeah, the other members of the team have to do stuff. Yeah, that sucks. But it just meant that they're going to be closer and hit that 24 hours significantly easier. So, sucks, but you kind of get used to it, and it's one of those things that kind of is a silver lining, I guess. It means okay, they got more things that they can do, but unfortunately, coding takes a bit longer. So this, yeah. How are you doing though, by the way, Chief? I'm just building the game, and I can show you the game once we're doing it. We're doing our prompt for this game is 3 colors. We're only allowed to use 3 colors. So we're going to use orange, then we got like a black and a white to yellow, which you'll see when it's finished building. First build, chilling about a before I upload this fair game. Honestly, I'll give it a run then. This is what we're dealing with. It's going to run a little bit bad. So we have like this AI, this enemy that wafts around. I'm not too sure where he's gone. He spawns next to you, but he goes pretty quickly. And we have to find like these things. Unreal Engine 5, yeah, this Unreal. It's not running great because I'm building the game. So we got a bunch of these things here. There's like everything that Unreal sucks at. We're doing like a bunch of post-processing and stuff, which Unreal sucks at. So doing kind of like a horror game where you have to like find clues. It's kind of like mix between like detective and horror, and I don't know, it's coming together pretty well, I think. I wish I could find the enemy. Yeah, it's super cool. I wish I took some recordings because we were doing some tests. And before we had the enemy chase after you, which was really, really cool. Don't have that now because we're trying to get him to work with the doors. So, like, he opens up the doors, closes the doors. There. He is so fucking freaky. Those eyes, and you can just see, like, his body. The reason I'm trying to build is because the game looks a little bit more visual when you have a bigger screen. Is there, like an objective? The objective is to find clues. Oh, where did he go? I think he went down. Not too sure. So you have to find these clues using... You have a match, right? And the match lights up the scene. And when you don't have the match, everything's super dark. I think... Yeah. And basically there's going to be, like, these bits of paper and, like, some binders and stuff hidden around the map. And you got to find them, pick them up. Once you pick them up, it'll give you a clue. And it says, you know, in the master bedroom or something, you may find, you know... I don't know, whatever you seek. It's like, okay, bet. We'll go do that. Halloween is coming up. It is true. Don't say that, man! We do have Halloween. But it's not like America Halloween, you know what I mean? Like, it's still Halloween, like what you guys do, but it's nowhere near as, like, intense, if that makes sense. It's not like everybody's like, whoa, Halloween! It's just like, you know, you got the odd people doing, mostly kids, just chilling, going around, but, you know, you get a couple knocks. Stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's coming together. Not yet. Did you see there was a thing? Apparently, New Zealand got fucked over because apparently, somehow there was like methamphetamine lollies that were given to like a charity, and the charity gave them out, and then now there's like 400 methamphetamine lollies. It's so bad because they're like given to like children and elderly and everything. It was for like a charity thing, and it's like, how do you fuck it up? But it's like super like strong methamphetamine as well. So it's like each like lolly has like 300 times the methamphetamine than a normal thing. It's something like usually only have like meant to have like some amount of milligrams, and these are like 3 milligrams of like of methamphetamine. So I don't know, but it's something like each lolly is probably worth like fucking $100 alone. So it's kind of like, how do you fuck that one up, dude? Like, that is like as bad as it gets. So I don't know. It's like really bad though. So meth soldiers, indeed. So I don't know. It's not great because people are obviously having to go to the hospital because if you eat it, you're like fucked, really bad. So apparently there's like a main menu, but I don't think I set up the main. Buddy. Well, I didn't set up the main menu, which is a bit frustrating. Not the main menu. I didn't set up the anything. See you soon. Yeah, all good. I'm gonna pop. Alright, you have a good one, Chief. Default map. I guess menu. I'm not too sure. Maybe entry menu. I'm not too sure. What's entry meant to be? Let me see what these are. I don't know what's been going on with some of these. Levels. Okay, so entry doesn't seem to be anything. What's testing grounds? Okay, so this is testing grounds. First person map, that's just a default. The menu, which does exist. So in theory, we can go like maps, and this shouldn't take anywhere near as long. Once you do it once, it generally takes about a minute to go. Build one. And I was kind of running the game while it was going, so. In the meantime, I'm gonna let this run on this screen. I'm gonna hop on Mirror and we're going to get some stuff going. So I don't really want to do books. Okay, so it's already built. Hold on. Ask for the bookshelf. Because I said on my thing, I want to do the bookshelf, including the books and stuff like that. I mind my own business, start working on some assets. I look back, some fucking Ruben stole my one, well, not my one task, but my fucking task. He stole like 3 of my tasks, which is really frustrating because, like, dude, I've everything set up and ready and planned, and then motherfucker just steals it. I wouldn't add it to my fucking list if I didn't want to do it. And then on top of that, there's always been, like, a trillion other things to work on over here, so it's like, why the fuck would you choose mine and not something from the list that needs to be done? Like, oh, it's so frustrating. So control screen, quit, I'm guessing quits. And it should play. Sends you in, and there we go. Homie's just freaking. That's so freaky. So when we had it to set to like chase and stuff like that, we were like, so some of the guys were like minding their own business, and then they'd like open a door, and then motherfucking homie just like is glaring at them, and like, and it's like, oh shit, just like kind of freaky. That's cool. So we do have a pause menu working. Okay, so everything's kind of going. Alright, so everything is working. Seems good. Set menu for build. So cheap, nobody's pushing anything. Everyone's a little bit all over the place, unfortunately. So it should be fine. Let me push that. Alright. So I don't really want to do the books now because he's fucking stolen my task and then, like, being a bit frustrating. So, on the verge of sneezing. Okay, well, we're gonna have to wait. Okay, so what are we gonna do? I got a table still. I can work on that. I sort of already know what I want to do with this, so it's not a real biggie. So I just want to do something like this, really. Why is this, like, fucking bugging? I click this and it just doesn't do anything. Oh, that's a pretty cool design. But I could do something cool like this. So what I'm gonna do is add a flare. We're gonna add this. We're gonna go table still. It's just something that you can put, like, beside a... what's it called? Like, beside... couch or something. Oh, it's got a still counter. Ah, did I? Yes, I did. Kind of cool design. Just gonna find something for like the wooden top part. If there's anything like interesting there. Be interesting today. Shove this in. See if I can find like one more reference. What the fuck has happened? Okay, I don't know if like Mirror just crashed or like what happened. Is it just like updating or something? Why is it coming up with that? I don't want to do fucking AI. Fuck AI. And the boys hate AI. I don't think I'm going to find anything. I might do this, yeah. So I sort of want it to go in to hold shit. Be pretty cool. Alright, let's work on this. So first off, go Control G to group, and we go stool, count. Sure. Gonna work on adding this. Eight. Good. 12. Hey, why are we goofing? Why is this running badly? Is it the Unreal? Not sure why this is running so badly. Let me just increment and save and reload my... Now you could be like, well, Toby, it's because you probably got like 1 trillion models in here. That's accurate, but everything's very low poly. Or like relatively low poly. I mean, you saw me, I was trying to change it to fucking 12. 12. So, I would probably say everything like turned on, we wouldn't have no more than like 10,000 tries. And that's like a high guess. I think the highest model that I have made is like 1,000. And that was one of the cheers. It's because I had like a couple details. What do I have? Should I turn everything on? got 4,000. So, yeah. Some people be like, oh, you know, Toby. Yeah, I get it. But at the same time, everything needs to be. Like, these are just environment assets. There we go. FPS is up. Much better. So are at 12. So maybe something like this. Me. It's automatic there. Man, automatic not wanting to work. Harden. Harden. So we can start getting some details without it being overly high. Something like that, I think. I mean, I'll do the other method. There's another method of going about this I think is kind of cool. What? Buddy? Something like that. Oops. Like that. Like bring these all to be like smoothed. Ultimately, I will want these deleted. Face, smooth face, face. I warranted fitness though this morning. Oof, that was quick. Did not take long at all, so that was lucky. What's going on here? We're getting some weird. These are smooth this. Let's just unlock why are we getting like this? I need to like do that. I mean, it's gonna be fine. It'll match into the. But I'm just not too sure what's causing that. Oh well. Then we can. Another one. Yes, I know it's slanted. I'm actually not opposed to that though. So if I go something like this. See if I go like. Smooth. Go like these faces here. I hold tab and it decides to not work. Go that, and then I just gotta fix this. Did I add that? When did I add that? Out on edge. I don't actually recall adding that. Oh well. 'Tis not a biggie. Just if I'm gonna do something like that, I might make it a bit more obvious. This is just simply wanting this to be harsher. No, I really don't know. Oh, I see. Maybe if I go like this. No, it doesn't fix it. Oh, I don't know. Oh no, and I don't know how to. Can't really be bothered. Because I don't think it's gonna change anything in the actual thing. So, just mean it's like no biggie. Oops. I think that's pretty cool. Still gotta make sure I do this though. Easy. It's relatively high poly, but there's a decent bit of detail to it, so it's kind of fun. Okay, let's this and there we go. Oh, only one model, so that's actually kind of great. Now, time to UV it. So, let you guys sort of see what I'm up to. I'm going to do is I'm going to create, now I know you can't see what I'm actually doing here, but you can sort of see how it updates. Or I'll not show you what that is, and then I'll cut it here. So, I personally am not a, I don't really like, I used to be a real fan of, what's it called? Of the UV tool in Maya. But after using Ryzen, honestly, I think I'm switching, you know. Like, honestly. I gotta keep it about 50. Ryzen's better. This old cut. Thing is, some of these don't need to be cut, so I have to be smart with how I go about this. I can. Oh shit. I accidentally clicked saw instead of unfold. Here we go. Now, these UVs aren't the best, but they're pretty fine, honestly. I'll just get away with just not doing that. I think it's just going to be a bit better if I just unfold it like that. It's a little goosey, but... it's fine. And I can orient, then layout. Any issues? I can't seem to find padding, so I just gotta like lower everything. Might be able to get a better unwrap actually. I cut this, unfold, layout, everything's just significantly better, so. Worthwhile. Sometimes it's like, why would you do that? Well, you just get a significantly better result there, so it's like, okay. Yeah, it's gonna W. What's going on there? Oopsies, didn't realize I accidentally. Must have made an oopsie here. What's going on? Jesus. It's fine, it's just I gotta know. At this point I might as well sleep till these, right. Merge to center. Let's just give me run better. Okay, well that's fine. I don't know what was causing that, but now I guess separate objects. They're a real biggie to me. This stuff. So yeah, just gotta spread these all a little bit more apart. Because at the moment everything was awfully close due to the default padding. It's just like, what? It's like, man, why are we gonna be so close? Yeah. The thing that I'm a bit worried about is this, because it's kind of not great. We are awfully close. Let's put it that way. But oh well, that's fine. That's all there is to UV. It doesn't need to be too long. This is the thing. Sometimes people complain like, oh, UV, I don't remember. Bro, see how long it took? I fixed an issue as well. Super simple, honestly. UV doesn't need to be hard. If you're struggling with UV, you're A, working with an incredibly compact model, and it's incredibly hard, and then fair game. Option B, you're just bad, honestly. Like, and if you're bad, then take the time to learn. Because it shouldn't take that long. Everything's like not hard. It shouldn't never be that hard. Just this. So that's my stool done. That one took me like 30 minutes. So right in here. Take a picture of this and just go stool done. That took about 30. Code. Stool down. Got 30 minutes. Should have uploaded my picture, but I didn't, so take 2 for that. We're honestly getting close to what I did for the last time. So I'll probably do my books if Ruben's sending me that now. Add this to here. And show it on the tables almost, but... This is much better. I'm like, everybody, when you do your tasks and stuff like that, look at this. And I don't know, man, some people doubted me on its effectivity. It's good, though, because now everybody's been able to do... I mean, look at all the stuff here. This is obviously all the stuff that we've done. And, you know, fair game, right? Some of the other times we have similar amounts of things to this as well. We've finished 97 tasks. Like, actually, no. 41 tasks. So it is kind of like one of those things where it's just like, yeah, I mean, we're putting our things down, we're doing the work, so it's good. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've done 7 tasks, albeit... Why are there 2 bookshelves here? Probably because fucking Ruben stole mine. Just gonna shove that in there. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I did 1 stapler, I did 2 tables, I did 2 chairs, 1 stool, 1 TV, 3 rugs, nope, and this paper and binder. So it is technically a bit more, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've done 12 items technically. 12 items. But the issue is with everyone else, sometimes they just do the one object and leave it at that. Like, for example, Ruben, once again, stole my plates, which was in my thing. The issue is because he stole that, he didn't understand the context of what it was. It was fine because it's in my rope, but it wasn't. He stole it. So, when it says plates, that means plates, not plate. So it includes bowls. It includes, you know, a usual plate. It includes like the full-on big plates, like rectangle ones that you can shove like on the thing. So this is the issue of stealing my stuff. I've got like I don't make the one item because if you're making like a chair, and there's multiple kinds of chairs that are going to be needed. So there's multiple kinds of chairs in a house. There's like gaming chairs. There's like table chairs. There's like stools. There's like sitting like comfy chairs. There's all these different kinds of ones. You can't steal people's shit. Because otherwise, you know, it ruins the order of things. It's never always just one item. Frustrating. I want to do my books now, considering Ruben is coming back. Maybe I'll work on bowls. Make another kind of plate. I don't know what plate he did, but so I'll just make another one. Unless I can find it in here. He better, I don't know, if he did like the most boring plain thing. I'm not looking to do anything too fancy, but if he just did like just the cylinder or some stupid shit like that, I'm gonna like be like, motherfucker, I can see why you stole it because you just did the fucking most basic shit. So we'll see. Don't disappoint me, Ruben. I can steal my shit, but if you're gonna steal my shit, don't fucking disappoint me. Let's see. That is like the most fucking bare bones play. And it's not even fucking you made! Buddy! You better not have put more than like 5 minutes for making that model. Oh, buddy. I'll make another plate, because I don't like his plate. So keep his plate, but I don't like it. Why is this bugging? I didn't even resize it, did I? This is so high poly as well. It's a fucking plate, it's 20. It's such a waste. Just go like 8. Alright, sweet. Let's go in. There. Add a. Add a lip. Surely. Yeah, okay, that's good. Toby. Smooth. Brother. Oops. There we go, much better play. So one of the team was just like, what the hell is a UV and why is it so important? I'm just like, why are you interested? I can explain it to him, but I'm just genuinely intrigued on why he's interested. It's an art thing, so it's like completely irrelevant for any like coder. Amy, how's it going? Did you finish your movie? It was a mid movie. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these movies these days, they're kind of mid. Oh man, I'm just, I was just listening to someone. Just explaining what the specific room. Oh, really? The first one was good. I don't know much about the second one. Basically, artists when creating models need to do UVs, which is taking the 3D object and cutting it into 2D shapes. This allows us to texture. without UVs, it textures won't work really at all unless they are flat. G dot, I cut the top and bottom and did cuts from each. And like to show an example. But no, I'm just quickly showing somebody what UVing is and why it's important. It's always good to know these sorts of things. I feel like they should reintroduce these things to some of your team members. Classmates, honestly, Amy, because it's like... Sometimes I question, you know, if everyone is on the same page. Like, what is a UV and why are UVs required? Because then you can really find out, you know... you know, why, like... you sort of, when making UVs, you have to have in your head what is a UV and why it is. Why is it? Because otherwise, you got people like maybe Ruben, who does automatic UVs half the time, even though he says, I'm joking, I'm joking. I swear, dude, I've looked at them, they are half automatic. And you get weird issues, and it's like, why do I get these issues? Yeah, so I was lucky when I was doing my objects. Not a single object I had issues with its UVs. Why is that? Because I know how to UV. Whereas other people had issues with the UVs. Why is that? Because they aren't as good at UVing. It's a skill, and a very important skill to have. Lambert 3. This is already pre-UV'd. I go like this. Oops. Sorry. While we are making the objects, or else when we go to texture, we will need to remake and re-port everything with those UVs, which is a massive pain, so might as well do them now, so we don't waste time later. Yeah, that's important. Anyway, so I've just been showing off. I can show you off the game and stuff like that. I've just been working on stuff, so I'm still waiting for Ruben's. Just like, I'm going to turn on my PC. I only said that like 10 minutes ago, so not too sure what he's cooking there, but PC is not turning on at this rate. I've been working on some plates and stuff like that to replace. He did a plate. Oh man, sometimes it just runs bad. Oh yeah, it's the fucking UV editor. I don't know what's up with the UV editor, but it causes issues whenever you open it. So now I have to increment and save and relaunch. I can show you the game that we're working on though. Here we go. We've got some progress, we've made progress, and then we've kind of deleted some of the progress, but it's coming together. So basically, we had this enemy chase after you. Now he just roams around and doesn't chase after you. He's so freaky. Look at those eyes. When you see those eyes like just rushing towards you, shit is like freaky. But with one of our coders, the coder who's doing the enemy AI, yeah, we've had to remove all that. Him chasing after you to test him going between these things, so he just needs to re-add those back. So yeah. But no, well, the aim of the game is we're gonna find these like bits of paper and whatnot and stuff, and it's gonna lead you towards here, and you unlock new rooms and stuff as you try to achieve it. You need to escape this monster. So we're gonna have like this match that you hold, and basically when you use the match, he doesn't see you. He doesn't come towards you, but when you do have a match, when you do have a match, he doesn't come towards you. Like, look at this shit. It's just fucking freaky. So when he's like chasing after you, actually coming towards you, shit is just like freaky as fuck. Yes, so when you have a match, he won't come towards you. When you don't have a match, he will come towards you. So you always want to have your match open, unless you want to be chased for whatever reason, which will end the game. And basically, the issue is that the match will periodically just randomly go out, and then you have to get the match going again. And so you have to do like a mini game, so it might just be like drag up or like press specific keybinds or something like that to get it to go. Maybe it's like spam E, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. I don't know. We haven't fully decided that, but that's going to get done. And yeah. So that's that, really. Should be pretty cool. Yeah. And we have to find these things and whatnot scattered throughout the map, so that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, it should be pretty good. I might remake Homie's just glaring. I think he's stuck, unfortunately. It is still pretty work in progress. We're getting shit going, so that's interesting. Something to note. Anyway, it's coming together pretty good. And we have extra functionality here. What's this model? Not model at all. It's just visual effects, honestly. Not even a model. Yeah, you can see it. Let's try to find where the actual visual effects thing is, because we have everything super dark and stuff here. It's just this. Blueprint spook. Where would this be? All these things got flipped around. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I've got no clue where this will be. It's probably in the artist things. Oh, characters, maybe? No. So goofy indeed he is. Where is it? So we got this. No, that's the character. Where is it? Blueprint spook. Niagara 1. Homie, better not have named it Niagara 1. There it is. Niagara system enemy. How do you... There we go. Browse to. Okay, so it's content enemy. I don't know how I fucking missed that. It's just this. Here. Some little goopy monster here. It's pretty cool. He's named them all empties. It's actually not too tricky, the visual effect itself, so yeah. That's pretty cool. Basically, we needed to think of something like this, and we found a tutorial on making it, one of the very few tutorials. The issue is, yeah, well, it was actually a coder who made it, so that was kind of funny. The reason that we had a coder make it is because I was going to make it, and then we decided that if I was going to make it, he wouldn't be able to work on the AI for the thing while I'm doing it. And then if there's an issue with the model that we want to change, then he has to wait for me to fix it before he can work on the AI. But if he makes it, then he knows what everything's going, and then if anything needs changing, then he can do it. Super simple. So he ended up doing that, which is fair game. And so that's that. I might increase the things from 8 to like 12 in this. Yeah. Did I close my... I did, because it was frustrating me. So right now I've just been working on assets and stuff like that. Pumping them out. Got about 12 assets I've been working on. Like, for something like this, you can do really basic bare bones assets. So a lot of our assets are kind of just like pretty easy. I'm actually working on the one thing. Like, here's the thing. If you make sure that everything like runs well, you can run everything pretty much in the same file, because look at this. With everything in here, we're sitting at 5,000 tries. Now, yes, my Maya's bugging, but that's a hit or miss by my issue, okay? Because I was having this issue earlier. It's a common issue that I run into. Not related to this, it's just an issue that I run into. Where sometimes I gotta relaunch Maya a couple times, and then it will run back to normal speeds, which is such a pain. I don't know what causes it, honestly. I've tried searching up before, it just seems to be one of those things. Partially related to the UV editor. I've had it, I've looked in the past, and I know that the UV editor causes some issues with it, because the UV editor runs like shit, but you probably know that. Whenever you have like a million poly object, and then you try to do UVs for a low poly thing, it just causes shit. I don't know what's going on, buddy. It's like not using anything here. Yeah, my memory's up high, but it's... I could close Substance Manager, maybe that might be it. But yeah, Maya just doesn't use anything, so I'm not too sure. Oh, there we go. I don't know what it is. You guys might not see all of it. Zooming still runs slow. Oh, now it's gone back to being slow. Did you see that? So this isn't like anything that I'm doing. Shit just sometimes decides to run slow. Because it was working for a second. And then you can see by the FPS over here. So you can sort of see what I mean. It's drawing no objects at the moment, so it shouldn't be running bad. What about if I run a new file? Don't save. Insert, there we go, and it was running bad as well. So, you can see it, it's just Maya's just bad sometimes. Completely a Maya issue, and it's incredibly frustrating. There we go, now we're running good again. Inconsistent as fuck. We're running bad again. I don't know what caused it. It's just a Maya thing. Like, we ain't using anything. Well, we are using OBS, but... I try changing OBS settings, but I don't know what it is. I do think part of it sometimes is OBS being a little poo-poo. Oh, no, that is going like that, so I'm not too sure. Sure, I've changed from NVENC to hardware encoding, but even that's still using a heap of GPU, so... I don't know. I don't know. It's just 12, and I'm gonna remake this. It's just so clunky when it's running slow. Like, it is just clunky in general. So, like, all these sorts of things just run worse, and it's so frustrating. Oopsies. Oh! Wait, is it this? It's that! I had that open in the background. Yes, even the Hypershade window can make Maya run bad. How much is this program, guys? Can I just... How much? How much? How much is the program? Why am I getting a call from Philippe? Hello, I'm streaming. What's up? If it's quick, I can talk now, but otherwise we can chat tomorrow while we go for a walk. You good tomorrow though for a walk then? I should be good whenever, so maybe 12:01 usual time. Yeah, no, that's all good. See you there tomorrow. Oh, good. Have a good one. Good tomorrow. Bye. Sounds like something was on his mind. 1,000. It was 1,000. I missed that. Oh, fuck me. Okay, can I just keep this real? When are you ever going to, when are you ever going to want to, extrude like that? That is, I don't know, buddy. I can understand that you want to go like that, but it's annoying. He does. And like something was on his mind, so hopefully he's all good. But we'll have a chat about it tomorrow. You got something on your mind as well? Well, guys, thank you for watching, everybody, except for one person who's currently watching by the name of Amy. I feel betrayed. I'm just having, I'm going to take that personally. Okay, so he just responding. I see, I was just curious in case something I want to know in the future. It seems like it's very useful to know considering how he... Anyway, I was just messaging her. What do you send me as well? Nice, like more like. I hear don't play with my hair, If I start tearing up my hair, I've only got about like 2 more years of having this, okay? Showing the lots. He just asked me if UV stands for anything. No, UV, not UV. Universal V-Bucks, unlimited V-Bucks. No, UV doesn't, or at least from what I'm aware of, it doesn't actually stand for anything. In particular, UV is just coordinates. It's like X and Y. So this is U, and this is V? What are the other ones? Bitram, how's it going? What kind of game? Just rolls off. We're making so we're doing a prototype game. So we're given, I'll give you the context first. This is for like school stuff, because I take my uni, we're doing game development, and so our task for this is we've got 1 week to make a prototype for a game, like fully build the actual game up, right? But it's just got to be like a prototype. It doesn't need to be anything like over the top, crazy. And yeah, so this prototype, we're given the prompt 3 colors. So it just means that you're only allowed to use 3 colors for the whole thing. Doesn't mean that you can't use more than 3 colors, but at the end result in what you're looking at, you can only see 3 colors. And so we're making like a horror detective game where you're getting chased around by this little monster, which you can't really see because at the moment we turned off the chasing, so you can't really see him, as he more so runs away from you, which is kind of funny. And there'll be like these little bits of paper and stuff that you find, and it'll give you a clue to where you got to find your next item or something like that, and there'll be like a bunch of trail of clues that you have to go around the house, try and find. And then once we've found all the clues, you'll be able to like turn on the house lights or something like that, and then you need to escape to the front door and then win the game. Should be really cool. So at the moment, it's a really cool game. Works pretty well. There's just no real playability to it all. Yeah, thank you. So right now, my goal was, so I'm the team leader. It's a group of about 7 of us. But one of our guys is not here really, as he's got like some work trip that he has to go to. So 6 of us, and we were given it on Wednesday, so we've only spent 3 days on it thus far. We've done this already 2 times over. We've made 2 games with the week already. So this is our 3rd one. We got 1 more time, and I mean, it's coming along. We don't have the overall. Just wondering why I can. There we go. We don't have the overall game loop implemented yet. We're wanting to get the game loop. I was like, guys, we need to get the game loop done by today. Didn't happen. Not really to anybody's fault. It's just everyone else's. We've all got other assessments going on. So some of us artists had an assessment due today, so we've been trying to pump that out. And coders had other assessments that they have due on Monday, so they're trying to pump those out. So we do have like the collectibles and stuff. They technically work. Just version control. We use version control, and the one for it is possibly over here. This guy's working on it, Corey. But I'm not too sure if this is the actual thing or if he hasn't fully pushed it. All I know is that he's been working on that, as well as unlockable doors. So you have to find keys to unlock doors to unlock next clues and stuff like that. That we're implementing. So right now I'm just making a basic plate. which we can place around. We have one plate already implemented. I didn't like what my guy did because he stole my job. And I'm like, buddy, why would you steal my job? So now, because he only made the one plate, and we are trying to do a whole dinner set, unfortunately we got an issue. What is going on here? I think I need to bring this down. I think I'm merging these components. So I'm going to bring it down, and then I'm going to extrude it inwards, and then extrude it in. Which kind of looks like a plate. Nice, smooth it all. I'm getting that issue. I'm not too sure the harden, because I can harden that, and I'll harden these edges here. I was having such a frustrating issue. I was holding tab when I was trying to select edges earlier today, and it was only selecting a maximum of 3 at a time. I was so annoyed because it was so frustrating. Just trying to select a random object, but it's coming together. Yeah, I think that's fine. I kind of want this hardened. I kind of want it to be a little bit harder around that edge. I might be able to. Let me get out of that. There it is, multi-cut. Make sure that everything is performant. I was watching somebody on a Discord server. Actually, that might not look the worst, so we could maybe get away with that. And he was making a game as well. Didn't really understand like optimization, stuff like that. And so he was making like a wooden plank. Then like the wooden plank was, oops. I think you can, yeah, you can double click that, can't you? And so this wooden plank that he was making was, oops. What was it? It was like 5,000 tries for a wooden plank, and it's just like, buddy, why are you going 5,000 tries? And like, fair game, if you're doing like actual, like, you know, like film stuff, that could make sense. If you're doing like, you know, these sort, like a game, right? You don't want that at all. So, that is like kind of a key thing. What have I done? This is meant to be in a bit. So I accidentally moved it. Anyway, that's much better. Let's open up. I prefer, honestly, I've become a Ryzen boy, honestly. I'm not one for Maya. And Maya's better than Blender. UV, for UVing. With default UVing anyway. Ryzen. So I'll probably be fine. I might cut that, I'll cut that. Cut. It should be fine. Cut. Unfold. I mean, some of these are not great, but it's mostly fine. For what I'm after, it's fine. It's a plate. How much detail are you going to apply to a plate? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. And the answer to said question is not much, so it's mostly fine. If I really wanted good UVs, I would do them in Rhizome. And then spend actual time, but for something like a plate, you know, order of, I guess, like operation, order of worth. If you're doing something like a plate or a pencil or something like that, and it's taking you an hour to make like a pencil, for example, you gotta stop and question and go, hey, why is it taking me an hour to do a pencil? Now, sure, if you're texturing and UVing and, you know, doing all these things, finding references and stuff like that for a pencil, then fair game if it takes you an hour. But if you're just doing like a basic model for a pencil and it's just like a basic game ready, low poly model, then you're wasting your time. Obviously, if you're learning though, it's fine. It shouldn't really matter, but as you go on, these are kind of like the times it's going to take. Hopefully for you to get objects done. Geo underscore plate. Let's go O1. Control G. Plate. So I'm going to do a bowl now. Oops. Did I delete it? Okay. What do the UVs look like? They don't look too bad, do they? No, that's good. I'll do a bowl. And make a bowl in this. Set it again to 12. Bowl. Something like that. It's fine, and then I can give it a couple cuts. I'll leave those out for now. Right, remove this as well. But get to this one, and we'll zoom out. This one, zoom out, and this one, zoom out. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it maybe in. Bring it maybe in. So we're looking at a pretty good bowl there. And then this can zoom out. Oopsies. Here's I fucked up. And a really annoying one. I don't know why it doesn't do that. Why does Maya not automatically delete things? Yes, you can press Control delete, isn't it? And it will delete with them. It's like, why do you even have to in the first place? It's ultimately just a design decision that, oh really, just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I can see the sides too and everything, it's just... Okay, this one's a bit frustrating. Oh, fuck me, how far did I go? Okay. Oh, buddy. Just gonna cut there while I can see it. Sweet. We can just smooth everything. Pardon. Pardon. We actually harden it this way, which can be a bit quicker. And I'd probably want to harden this. Sometimes that causes issues. Maybe not. Why is this not softened? Stuff like that. There we go. Getting a bit of a goal bowl going. Maybe want to like harden that. No. Maybe bring this in a bit. Really liking that. Maybe I bring that out a bit. It's like a pretty bowl, yeah. But ultimately, that it's more like platey. There we go. That's pretty good for a bowl. Kind of high poly, but oh well, it's fine. The history for transforms. Yeah. So. Let's look at the UVs. Ooh. UVs should be fine. Let's see how we do it. Okay, that's fine. Have you ever seen Akira, Amy? Akira? It's like the most pop. Oh, this. Okay. I'm like getting some weird issue, but I found the issue. What? Buddy, you are joking me. It's this. The fuck is that? Akira is... Akira... 1988. So many movies are like... have like references to it. It like created the whole Akira fucking bike slide and like so many other memes. Memes and like references and stuff like that. No. It is a pretty good damn movie. Oh yeah, and obviously if you didn't know, which is kind of obvious, the Cyberpunk, you know, Kusanagi or whatever it's called, bike is obviously based on this and stuff like that. So, really good movie. I watched that a couple weeks ago. That was really good. I also watched The Boy and the Heron. That was pretty good. I want to watch Ghost in the Shell. Pretty good movie. It's like one of the best cyberpunk movies I've heard. Yeah, I don't want to say. Oh, Akira! Akira! Yeah, that one. Oh, okay, but I'll give it this. I'll give it this. I would watch it in, dude, I'm so pissed off, you don't even understand. I will be honest, the movie, awfully confusing. It was definitely a product of its time. So, I see clips of the fish stuff, which I found really cool. Yeah. Shit's like kind of creepy. I found it a very confusing movie, I gotta be honest, and I can't say I went out of it fully understanding what was going on. But it was really cool. Okay, I don't know what that was, but I just had to do a camera-based thing, and it fixed itself so well. Sorry. Very good though. Just was like a little bit confusing. I won't spoil it because I assume you'd probably like it, so there's no point really saying too much about it, but it is a, I guess, relatively convoluted movie. Like, there's a lot of stuff that happens with not much really reason behind why it happens. If that makes sense. It's pretty fine. Pivot's fine as well. So, okay, buddy. I'll do one more. I don't actually know. Like, I know what it is, I just don't know how to explain it. It's like a platter, right? You're putting a bunch of, like, stuff on it. And, stuff like that. This makes sense now. Yeah. I don't know if platter's really the right word I'm looking for, but you probably get what I mean. Oops. Probably needs to be a bit lower then. If you can't tell, it is kind of glitching out on me, so that's why it was taking me a minute to do. There we go. A little freaky deaky. What did you get up to today, Amy? Anything interesting happened to you? On a side note, while you're writing something, what is going on here? What is going on there? I hope nothing important, let's put it that way. Oh, it's saved, so I don't know what this is meant to be. It's 91%, buddy. I gotta be honest, I didn't realize it was Friday. On one side, I knew it was Friday because it was like assessment was due and stuff like that. And due to what class we had on today. But at the same the other side of things is kind of like, I was just eating my dinner and I'm just like, oh shit, it's Friday. I didn't really realize. So this week's just gone so quick for me because we just had so much shit to do. Like with this game and assessment. Alright, time to do this. Geo underscore lecture. Sweet, let's see what you type. Well, today I was a bit naughty. Still not great from yesterday, so I stayed home. But it's all good because Friday is a self-directed day for study, so I was studying at home, studying some references. Yeah. So some, for your, like, big animation thing, correct? Yeah, alright, all good. Not too bad. Awfully naughty, though. Hopefully... What are you doing for those references and stuff like that? When do you guys got to get started? I'm going to bring this up slightly because I'm seeing a little bit of intersection. Like Z fighting. Oops. Start whenever, it just depends on how much research you want to do. Yeah. How much longer are you doing research? Or at least planning to anyway. Gonna start your practical now. Gang, gang. Hopefully that goes well. And when's that due? Is it like same time as the final animation, like that big group animations do? Like at the end of the year. I think that should be fine. It's awfully big. I'm going to cut this in half. So something, okay, I'm just going to quickly show you guys something that may be helpful for those of you who may be not as good when it comes to UVs. Or I'm not calling myself the best UVer in the world, but this is something that can be helpful. Let's say you're trying to lay things down. It's like, man, we've got all this space, and it's kind of not really maximizing the shit, and we've got one really long item. Times like this, you go, well, if I cut this item, it's probably going to give a much better job. And boom, that will better do it. So sometimes when you're doing stuff like swords and you're going to have a really long blade when everything else is a lot smaller, do that. And as you can see, everything's much better packed. So whether you're using automatic packing like I was, or you're using actual, like, good packing and you're manually packing yourself, both the same thing. So yeah. Start whenever, it just depends on how much research you want to... I don't know if you know about layout. Layout is alright. I personally don't like layout because you always have to repack everything anyway because it makes everything way too close. Which is super frustrating. Rhizome has a much better packer though. It's got like real good packing system. And then you can like customize the packing as well. Like, yeah, like I'm already customizing the packing technically here, but the method of packing and stuff like that. So you've got like density, so you can see like a density, and then you can set like a packing margin. So margin being like the amount of pixels it is from the edge of the UV, and then you've also got padding, which is like the space in between each shell. So if you want a bit of shell so you're not getting overlapping and stuff like that, which is an important thing, which this doesn't really care about, there's that. And then you get a lot of extra stuff, so you can do like automatic orientation, or make sure the orientations are set right, which it automatically does sometimes, depending on what you set things up to be. And you have options to like do increased accuracy and multiple iterations, which iterations kind of means it spends longer trying to calculate the thing, but it like recalculates, like, for example, 64 times until it finds like the best one, and then it utilizes that one, which is so good. That one saved me like 5% space one time, which doesn't sound like much, but when you're making something 5% bigger and you're working with something that's really like dense already, that 5% is going to make a massive difference, and it did make a pretty big difference, so that's good. If you're using Udums, it won't make too much of a difference, so... Well, it's not that it won't make much of a difference, but you're using Udum, so you're not really worrying about that too much. Okay, so let's see. So draft is due at the end of this term, then final is due at the end of next term. Oh, yeah. Oh, and you have to do some writing up and shit like that for it as well, which is a bit painful, don't you? Oh, I'm gonna reflick the message to a teacher. Somebody brought up something about like whether the basically, in the stupid writing, they technically state render out at 320 by 240. I'm like, do they have to be 320 by 240? You're not going to be able to discern anything. So, I'd much rather do 1080. And if they complain about me doing a 1080, I'm going to be a bit pissed. So, either way, that's what I've done anyway. That's fine. UVs are looking good. And that's how easy it is to UV, like something like this. Be 3,000 to 5,000 theory, essay, or 5 to... Jesus Christ. 5 to 10 page visual presentation, plus 1,000 word essay. Okay, well, I'd much rather do this second option. But next year, I have to deal with the first option where I have to write a 6,000 word essay, like theoretical essay, for game studies, supposedly. So, I'm gonna cry because I can't do like a 6,000 word essay, and we've never done anything that fucking long. So, I'm not too sure how the fuck we're supposed to deal with that. And the issue is it's like based on one topic. If you're writing like two, like 3,000 word essays is completely different to writing one 6,000 word essay. So, well, yeah, 6,000 words is the length. So, yeah. So I genuinely am like worried, and I have had that in the back of my mind and been thinking about it. Yeah. And bear in mind, because it's like that, you have to use, fucking, what's it called? Like academic articles, and which, because you have to do academic articles, you have to effectively choose the most boring topic if you want to find enough academic articles to write about. Because if you're not choosing a boring, basic, forever talked about topic, you're never going to find a single fucking article in your shit. Which is the same shit that bear in mind, I've struggled to write, like, 1,500, 2,000 word essays because of the lack of fucking articles. So, I don't fucking understand how I'm supposed to last 6,000 words. And it's not even for, like, I think we've got, like, 12 weeks to write it as well, which is going to make me cry. So, I'm going to die, dude. 12 weeks to write 6,000 words, and it's obviously about games. So, I like writing about games, and I'd rather write about games than something else, but... Oh, dude, hi. Hi. chances, so I don't know. It doesn't work. Dude, yeah, I don't even think you actually understand. Like, half the fucking class, pretty much, left the stupid animation stupid animation that we were doing till, like, yesterday and today. But we've had since, like, the start of the term to work on that. So, I don't think you actually understand it. People will leave it to the last minute if they can. Yeah. This happens every single time, and then they're just like, can we get extensions? Motherfucker, you left it to the last minute. Now, I don't really complain about extensions because it means that I have more time to further develop my things, so I can technically get better grades than I would have gone in the first place. But I work throughout the whole time, right? Like, for example, right? This project, this game that we're doing, I was given this on Wednesday. I already have over 24 hours of work, and I was given this on Wednesday. So, you know, I'm working pretty big hours as soon as I get my shit done. As soon as I get my assessments and whatnot. So, stuff like that, where it's just like, you really gotta, I'm just pumping out hours. Bad side is I haven't really played any games, so I do really gotta take a minute at some point and get some games going. I actually did play some games this morning, but that's because I had to play games. Not really had to, but it's the most fun thing you can do, yeah. Oh, do you mean the weapon animation? To play. Well, I was sitting there waiting for my WAF, and I'm just like, what the fuck do I do? So I brought my Steam Deck. So I brought my Steam Deck and I brought my book. So I spent like 30 minutes waffling around on my Steam. No, I didn't, because we only had 30 minutes. So I spent about 15 minutes waffling around on my Steam Deck, and then 15 minutes reading my book. Then my waffle was done, which took not long at all. I thought it was going to take an hour. Sometimes it can take longer. Sometimes it can take like the whole day, because if you end up running into the issue of needing to get parts replaced, then that will take like the whole day. So it's not always that short, but yeah. I wouldn't say the weapon animation is the most fun, especially because there's been like lots of issues with it. So, but it's like more fun than some of the other assessments anyway. Like, so we've had to do FK. The teacher's been extra, well, 3ds Max as well sucks. So it's like you're actually infuriated while trying to use it. Fucking, the teachers seem to be extra pedantic. They're just like, okay, well, you make sure that you don't have any like thing clipping, and make sure you don't have like everything's like locked in place. But at the same time, you still have to use FK. So how the fuck can you do, like, you can't do constraints, but you still have to make things lock into place. So yes, you're like frame by frame animation to make sure that shit's like locked in place effectively. Stuff like that. It's just so much pedantic shit. Stuff. I'm just like, okay, well, I don't want to render it in 3ds because like 3ds renders look kind of poo. And so I'm just like, yo, can we use like other programs to render? No, we can't. So, oh wow. Oh wow. I don't know. There's just like a lot of these like small things that just overall make this just like shit. So, otherwise I don't really mind animating and stuff like that. It's just like half the class don't really like animating. The issue is like half the class are like 2D people, the other half of the class are like 3D people. So like all the 2D people kind of like about these sorts of things. And then all the 3D people are like, because animation's not really... We haven't really spent as long in animation and other stuff. Even though animation we've been doing this whole fucking term, but you're pretty sad because this shit would be good for you. Although I don't know if you'd feel the same way if you had to use 3ds Max. This shit is like the bane of my existence. I will say though, like, I would say what, like, the best assessment for, like, I think everybody thus far of the whole time probably being here, probably, I would hope so, is the current assessment that I'm working on, making the games like this rapid game prototype and stuff like that. If it's not your favorite, or like one of your favorites, like making the games and shit like this here, then I got bad news for you, buddy. This is what we're going to be doing in the industry. So, if you're not liking this, maybe you're in the wrong fucking university and you're doing the wrong fucking... You're saying the wrong thing. Because this is ultimately what it's going to be. I mean, yeah, there's things that you're not going to like about what we're doing. Like, listen, UVing isn't too bad, but I would much rather be modeling than UVing, for example. But, 90% of the time. But yeah. But no, we're getting onto some painful assessments soon. So I have to do some like business practice, like write-up presentation thing. We're going to be getting that soon. We're going to be getting... I have to do UI, so we're learning about making UI, and I'm going to hate that because I hate 2D stuff. And after that, we have to do concept art, which I'm just going to cry about because I suck at concepting. And stuff like that. So, I don't know. Might be alright, might be not too bad. It just depends on the level that they're expecting. So I'm going to fail anything, it's probably going to be those. I think I'll be fine with the presentation though. No, not if you're persistent. There is that, just unfortunately don't have the time for the persistence. And I feel like that time could be better suited, which is a bit painful. That's like the downside of this being like an overall thing. It's like, at least with your animation, you're solely focusing on animation, whether that being 2D and 3D. Whereas this, it's like we're doing animation, we're doing rigging, we're doing fucking 3D, we're doing 2D, both art as well as animations. We're doing fucking, you know, tech art, we're doing visual effects, we're doing level design, we're doing game design, we're doing essays, we're doing, you know what I mean? Like, you're doing like every fucking aspect of everything, so it's just like, keep going with the flow. Unfortunately, there ain't much flow when it comes to drawing for me. Mostly because it's like, out of frustration. There have been times when I've drawn for the sake of drawing because I wanted to do it. But, these assessments don't really make it. But also because it's like, you're expecting it's for a game, right? It's kind of like you're doing animation, right? And then you get this random class and it's like, okay, well here we're going to be doing a math class. And it's like, listen, if I'm going to, you know, do simple math and, you know, count, okay, how much is this going to cost and stuff like that, and how much do I have to pay back? Fair game, right? That's completely different to having to learn, like, I don't know, trigonometry or algebra when you're trying to learn animation. It's like, oh, okay. We're in the sense of just something that's, like, not at all your specialty, potentially. I don't know, maybe you're good at math. I suck at math. Although some people are like, oh, you should be good at math when doing these sorts of things. I don't know, buddy. I get away with being shit at math. I get away. We got calculators for a reason these days. I'll be honest, a little bit disappointed. Ruben made a key, and the key is the most, like, he didn't even, oh my god, this motherfucker! This is what we call un-UV'd. And it's fucking... Homie, buddy, please. Please. This is like a group effort. I understand if you're like... not doing this because it's your project. In the space of the 2 days, I've said UVs how many times? In text channels, and then we're in calls. Okay, and Buddy's like, if we don't do UVs. Automate UVs. He's 100% serious about this as well. It's just depressing. I've told him like 1,000,000,000,000 times in calls, please do UVs. Not an issue. Okay. The issue is, fine, leave it, right? But the thing is when we get, if we decide to continue this game, we're probably going to have to texture everything and add all these extra details and stuff like that because you don't want to leave everything barren. How are we going to spend those extra 4 weeks? Adding these details, right? Your textures. How are you, Ruben? This is what you deserve. I am talking shit, buddy. You didn't UV half your assets, my dude. I was going through. So when we get this next 4 weeks and we gotta extend everything, you've been warned, buddy. You've been warned. Let's import these assets. Cry about it. Hey, it ain't gonna be me the one who's gonna be crying about it. Let's put it that way. I ain't doing UVs for you. We're doing our own UVs. If it's your fault, your UVs, buddy. Let's import these. It's automatic, easy peasy. Well, you're not going to be able to texture it then, are you? So your texture will come out shit. Homie, this is a group project. Come on, man. Don't fucking wimp out when it's a group project. If it's your own project, sure. Don't wimp out when it's a group project. We're all out. All the rest of us are doing UVs. All the rest of us are getting everything prepared. You know. Takes 10 minutes. I've done it for all these in 10 minutes. This is a platter. Bowl. Well, you're gonna have to do it at some point, okay? I just don't understand how you don't understand it, man. It's Amy with a double E. Jeez. You realize Amy knows that UVs have to be done because she's fucking having to deal with the same fucking issues with her team as well. You ain't getting her on your side with this one, buddy. Oops. Build an efficient workflow, exactly. Yeah, it's just the issue that we'll now have to re-import everything. Which is a pain for you, not for me. With the UV still having to be done anyway, so let's just do it now. Or I have to redo everything. Where are we playing? Oh. Yeah, but it's still a fucking pain. I want to these to be maybe 5, I think. Makes no difference time-wise, but you might as well get it done while you're fucking working on it. It's just easier for you. It's easier for us. It's easier for everybody. Let's see the sizings. Ladder. That's looking maybe right. Platter could maybe be a bit better. Yeah. Exactly. Amy knows what's up. Ah, fuck you. Bowl's looking good. Bowl's bigger than the fucking platter. I might resize the platter to be bigger and import, and that's looking a bit too big almost. I guess I want like a fruit bowl. And with a fruit bowl, that's probably fine, so I'll just leave it as is. Oh, buddy. Let me delete this and re-import it. Oh, fuck. Okay, option 2. Oh, wait, shit, it wasn't even the plate that I wanted to resize. Right, up to you, Ruben. Why is this not set? Oh, did I not set it for this? I think I might have not set it. I swear I did. I lied though. Must have not been done. Pivot time. Alright, let's re-export this. I might have accidentally set it to the group and that could have been what was going on. Plate. Alright, this platter. Because it's like the same size of plate, which is inaccurate, so if I'm inputting about the same size. Oh, I could probably actually just re-input it manually, because it seems like we're fine there. Oops. Okay, that's fine. If I input this in, see this like 30. That might be better sizing. PPP, platter. Oh, that's not platter. Where the fuck? Oh, it's at the bottom here. Oh, I don't like that. It's not coming in at a great size. Oops. I think I'm gonna do maybe 40. This shit's just too small. Fucking work. Anyway, so it is about 10, so I'm going to end it probably. I don't know if I'll end stream. I might quickly do something else. That's looking a good size to me. I'll add the texture. I don't know what texture we're using for these. I'll maybe do the lighter one. And then the plate should be fine, assuming I must have not fixed that. Unless there's just some bug happening. Which could be the case. I'm reading my book. Hussite Trilogy? Banger book. Banger book. Shit. So good. Okay, no, so there's something more to this. Why is the pivot point there? I've re-imported this. Okay, so this wasn't my imagination. Oh, dude, I hate this. Get our fucking... that, and then pivot, set, pivot, offset. Oh, that'll do, that'll do. Don't believe it's hovering, so even if there's a little bit of clipping. Oh, that is true, actually. Oh, that does make a good point, though, Amy. A lot of people would, like, if you're wearing those sorts of things, you'd run into some issues. With the old big dresses, unless you had, like, a zip at the back. Anyway. Do I want to quickly, final thing, jumpsuits are cool but not great, yeah. Do feel kind of bad for them ladies like that. I want to do maybe something so we can like chain that to the wall. Maybe. What a 8, 4? No. No, so I've been reading a book. What's it called? No. I found out! Okay, sorry. Not to be... I'm just getting a little bit... I was just working on... a bit distracted. I've found out not to trust this. Not to trust Tauruses. They're terrible. If you ever want anything with, like, flat edges, or even, like, somewhat flat edges, use something like this instead. Oh, they're a fucker, dude. Yeah. Should always gives you painful results. It's just frustrating. Oops. But no, I've been reading book. Hussite Trilogy, so good. So, I mean, this is obviously spoilers. But, oh, here we go, bridge. And so it's like, basically, he's joined, like, the Hussites, which is, like, a religious faction, I guess. And he's had some, like, assassins come after him, try to kill him, but he's beaten them. And then there's been a raid on Prague, which I believe all these are, like, real events and stuff like that, so it's just kind of cool. Sorry, let me actually get what I'm kind of after first before I get to him. Go to him, sorry. Anyway, and so, yeah, they're basically, the, like, Catholics, I believe it were trying to take over Prague, and they kind of just, like, lost. So, they got absolutely decimated, and I'm kind of looking to see where it all ends up going. So it's gonna be kind of cool, I reckon. We can have, like, relatively big ones here of these. Like chain link, I guess. I don't know, I actually don't like that, what I just did. If I keep it flat, and run like smooth, automatic, something like that, it's gonna give you a cool result. Then but yeah, they just got attacked. Prague got attacked. The people they were attacking lost, and yeah, now it's like he's found basically one of the guys that's like one of the like, well, so not leaders, but like kind of like key people behind the like Christian kind of like is it not Christian, the like Catholic kind of attack, sort of like with the Roman people. I don't know, it's a little bit hard to explain. You'd have to do is we can find out exactly what it is. Let's see. I can't remember. It's like Catholics, I think. Hussite wars. So it's like the Czech and like stuff like that. But it's like the, yes, it's the Holy Roman Catholic forces, basically. And they're all trying to take over, like, see who wins, like, Bohemia, effectively. This is pretty cool. So it's kind of interesting. The end result, basically, was moderate Hussites and Catholics beat radical Hussites. So it's like an extreme Hussite kind of thing. So I'm not too sure the difference between the moderate and the things. The difference between the moderate and the radicals. Difference between moderate and... was it extreme? Moderate and... extremist. Not too sure. Interesting, there are still Hussites though. Oh, here we go. Difference between... oh, that's just in general. So I'm not too sure. But anyway, I'm not too sure who's going to end up being like, kind of like the ultimate winner there, but... Oopsies. Oh, buddy. Before I do this, I should probably UV it, so I'm not fucking wasting my time here. Edge. Need to do this outside as well. Oops, wrong button. This will probably do. So just gonna cut this, unfold. Oh, there we go. Alright, will work, and then just lay it out. I don't know that it just really doesn't need to be anything complex. Not too sure why it's like done the layout like this. It just seems like a bad way of doing it. Ugh. So once again, why I find the method of madness here is just a little bit odd. See, like doing a bit of manual layout can sometimes just give you a better result. There we go. It's fine. Who's messaging me? Okay, here. Well, should I? Well, I'll still do this, and then I'll lay them out. Because if I'm gonna do multiple, then they all need to be part of the same thing, so I can, like, texture them. It'll do. Grab these, select layout. And then we're just gonna have these four, and these can be like relatively big. Not gonna lie, we had mac and cheese for dinner. Haven't had that in ages. It was kind of nice. Stuff like this is just like, why are we doing it like this, buddy? Are you stupid or something? But you guys had mac and cheese for dinner as well? Or just haven't had it for a while? Like, I genuinely cannot remember the last time I had mac and cheese. Probably like, maybe a year ago. No, probably longer than a year, honestly. Oh, I literally ate it as well. Oh, that's funny. You shouldn't steal some of our mac and cheese. It's pretty good. The only thing I was missing was the crunchies. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but you ever get those like crunchy macaroni pieces? Shit, man, those are kind of bowling. Kind of bowling. Crispy. Oh yeah. Okay, that's good. Again. Mesh. Combine. History, freeze transforms. Yeah, let's go chain link. I mean, we could probably use this for anything else as well if we ever want chain links as well, but right, let's see. I swear I filled this gap. I'm not too sure where it's gone. So I know somebody else has moved it, or else I'm just stupid and did move it. So I'm not too sure if anybody else has been doing something else here. But anyway, plates and bowls. Done. Let's write this. Where's my glasses? Or did I delete it? Am I just stupid? I think I deleted it. Alright, we're coming along here. Coming along. Getting some good amount of models done. Your time, buddy. When did I add that? It's not meant to be there. Everyone's like, it took me 10 minutes to do those UVs. That's all it takes. What I've been trying to say. Ruben's now mad. He's just like, have you been? I'm telling you everything. I'm just like, man, it's your time, buddy, not mine. It's taking me 10 minutes, told you. Oh, buddy. Ruben, I don't know if he's still listening, and you're gone. It only gonna take 10 minutes. You're here? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But I know you mean, man. I know you're not actually fucking, like, stupid. Because, it would be a bit painful if you were genuinely like, actually, UVs are a waste of time. Because that would be just sad. Let's export this chain. I'm just thinking if I want like a chain tip. Because I'm using this for the chandelier. The chandelier here. So, I'm just wondering, we could, but you're never going to see up there as my thought. Oh, fuck, I didn't see the pivot point. Not that the pivot point's going to matter, because after what I've been trying to fucking do this fucking time, pivot points just haven't seemed to matter. This place. Better not remove the toilet roll. Well, Jacob's just going to have to re-import it. That's on him. If he... I thought he did do the UVs. He did. I don't... How did you mix the chandelier and toilet roll? Oh, on. Oh, I didn't even know there was a toilet paper. Where? Oh, I didn't remove it, so if it was there and it's just gone, that wasn't me. That was somebody else. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, on the other side? Oh, there. I don't really care if you're not seeing it. I still think this needs to be lower. But I don't know. We'll leave it as is for now, and we can change it some later point. Did I re-export this? Oh, in case I didn't. Re-export. So I wanna import it and then have to re-deal with this shit again. Let's see. I want this to be like a large chain. So it's not going to be like a trillion chain points as well, because it's just going to run like shit. But I'm trying to do like relatively sized. Maybe like 50. Okay, buddy. When I said relatively sized, not like that size. I'm still pissed off there's no resize thing there. Let's go to 25. Oh, honestly, even that's a bit big. Okay, buddy. When I say relatively sized, come on, man. Can we get our shit together here? 15. Like, I want ideally maybe like 2, 3 going up. Yeah, something like this, I think. Would be pretty cool. Oh, buddy. Even that's kind of like a bit big. Let's go like 1. We'll go like 5. 1 more. Jeez, I don't even model it this big, so I'm not too sure why. Unless I'm just like fucking not cooking here. Oh, buddy, I'm gonna like squirm. Honestly, it's way too small. I'm gonna be honest. We're not cooking. 10. Mix between the two. Should be right. Oh no, whatever this ends up being, it's probably gonna be fine, so I just fucking deal with it. Yeah, that'll do. Yes. It's not great, but it'll do. Oh, fuck you, buddy. So got the pivot working well. Okay, that's not too bad. That looks kind of fun. Not that you'll probably see it, honestly. I think maybe when you're up here you'll be able to see it, but not when you're down there. You can see it when you're up here. So it's kind of fine. Okay, that's good. Honestly, do I cheese it? I think I'm gonna cheese it. Okay, well, Ruben, to join in your adventures, we are putting a bowl up here. Albeit not really, as a joke. Just because I want this to be covered. Looks like one of those ceiling titties, if people know what I'm talking about. Okay, that was kind of bagging these nuts to your face. Let's shove instances, and we can probably do like gray, gray, gray. So it's like still lighter. Homie's fucking eyes are bugging. I do like the see, there's not many times where that's pretty cool. So it's like kind of like dulls out. That's pretty cool. There's not many times where motion blur is good, but the motion blur, when there's like eyes, you can just see like almost like a trail of just like a line. It kind of gives a kind of cooler look to everything, I think. Because if it's just like flat, then sometimes it kind of, when you see like just a line of just like white eyes just glaring at you. Like you can sort of see there, it's kind of just like extra freaky. Jeez, he's got long legs. We will something like that, just so you shit your pants. What color are these? Is this like a gray? I don't know. Do we want, like, a grey for these? I just feel like you see them way early. I don't know, Ruben, because you're here, what do you think? Something like this, so it's like normal when you're seeing it? Or removing it, and you see it, like, way before you see anything else. Oopsies. Yeah. We could do like a light. Well, light grey is like lighter than it is normally. Okay, that's even worse. Okay, well, I don't actually like that at all. Oh no, maybe we'll try this, see what it goes with. What was it normally? Dark grey. I don't know what a dark grey is, but it seems to be not as dark as this grey. Okay, well, we can change that at some other point. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this just feels a bit more natural and like its progression. Then again, maybe it's like too far away. Where's this go? One thing that we do need, I wrote on the thing, we need the banisters for these stairs. I think Mika was gonna do that. Okay, so you can jump on these. Okay. Is that meant to be the case? I thought you couldn't jump over these. Oh! Is this a locked door? Was Chris working on locked doors? Because that one doesn't open. Oh, these are different size. Weird. Okay. Anyway. Well, you're here, so I'm sure you probably are aware of that then. Now, did we have... what do we have here? I'm lazy. I'm still working on models. I don't make me catch strays. Well, okay, Ruben, I'll plot it to you now, considering you're here. So Jacob wants to make the cargo ship level. I have. It is pretty bad. So I have no issue with that. I think potentially, because if we do decide to extend this for 4 weeks, right? Having just a... I mean, the game's going to be awfully short if you only have 1 level. Wouldn't we just be able to do, like, a 2nd level, or maybe a 3rd level? So, like, literally, DLC for this, like, Well, not really. Like, you're just having multiple levels. So you can have, like, a mansion level. We have, like, a cargo level, shit like that. Like, it could literally just be, like, just a complete another level. It doesn't need to be for his own project. Unless he still wants to use it for his own project. But, like, even for this. That's kind of my thought. Yeah. Because even though we're doing this mansion and yada yada yada, and that's kind of the way things are, it doesn't mean we have to drop our other areas. We can have like maybe 3 levels. You know, we have like this. We can do like a cargo, kind of like shipping container kind of type of shit. We can do like a. I'm not too sure. Maybe an outside scene would be kind of cool, or maybe like a cemetery, something like that would be kind of cool. But yeah, if we do stuff like multiple levels, which I just said in chat, so at least Jacob's aware because he's probably not in the stream. By doing like a cemetery, by doing like cargo level, by doing like all these sorts of things, you know, we are like we need if we're doing 4 weeks, we're gonna struggle to run into things that we can implement. So I think that'd be a great way of adding different well, you know, making use of 4 weeks, and then we could almost spend like a week on each level pretty much. So we could maybe make like 5 weeks. 5 weeks, 5 levels potentially. Or maybe like 4 pretty packed one, or maybe like it could be like 4 in a tutorial. Like we could make a pretty bodied out tutorial level. I still think for a tutorial should still. I think something even for a game like this, we should have a tutorial, but the tutorial should be really bare bones. Or because ultimately, when you go into this, how does the player know what they're doing? I think we still need to introduce that. So I think something like a tutorial would still be worthwhile doing. Or maybe even a sequence. Get one of Mika's sequences. Which is sort of what I was going at when I was testing your friend's game, Amy. If you're still here. You do... Shit, it is late, so I'm going to run off this topic and then I'll hop off. I've made a couple models, so I'll quickly exile while I'm getting at this. Is you need a method of introducing the player to how things work. And don't get me wrong, he does have a method, and that's through like a folders aspect of things. But the issue is it's all written, and you have to be a very written type of person to really get that in your head, if that makes sense. Like some people are audible people. I do this now, my eyes are fucking getting bad. What was I saying? Right. So there's multiple ways of, you know, sharing information that's important in how a game works. If your game is a simple game, like a platformer, and it's just like, you know, WASD to move, and then like, you know, or maybe like space to jump, and then like E to interact, and you have like pop-ups that come up, and it's just like press E to interact. Like there's something that if you're not like depending on your experiences with making games, you may already know about this or may not. But there's methods of these sorts of things. So like having like pop-ups of like press E to interact. So important. How's the player supposed to know? Yes, they could go back to the main menu. Yes, they can then search into the controls menu, and then yes, they can do that, like, which is what we do, like, for example, our last game. But we also have UI pop-up that says press E to interact and stuff like that. And if you're trying to make a horror game, it is a bit tricky. You don't want these UI instances popping up and stuff like that. So how do you do stuff? You could do, for example, like an audio thing with a GIF, for example, like a video that plays that shows an instance of it being used in the thing. Because then you have audio maybe of somebody saying, hey, when something comes up, press E to interact, and that will remove the issue, for example. And then there you've got audio happening, so people get, you know, listen to what's happening. They've got visual examples or pictures of what things they need to be looking out for. Like, you could just use pictures, for example, stuff like that. But when it's just words and it's just like, when the Internet Explorer, you know, monster comes out, look down or open the Internet Explorer. There are some things like that. Or turn off the computer. Those sorts of things. What does the Internet Explorer monster even look like? You know what I mean? Stuff like that, where it's like, yes, there are like things to do. I don't actually remember what it needs me to do. But on top of that, what am I even looking out for? Like, in our last game, you can say press E to interact with treasure. How do you know what treasure is going to be? How does the player... And this is the whole point of like constant testing. This is why games require not like it's the same, like your animations also require lots of these sorts of like small details. Here it's like you have to treat everyone like they're stupid. How are they supposed to know that this is treasure? If we're using pixel, it's not openly obvious that it's treasure, and then maybe some things can't be pick upable, so you may be like, oh, I didn't realize that you meant, like, for example, we have like, sort of like, if you know what I mean, like Roman temple kind of like pillars, right? I don't know, man. That's kind of a historical thing. Those are probably worth a lot of money. Why can't you pick them up? You know what I mean? So we have things that can be picked up. There's an icon. So you know explicitly anything that's interactable, there's an icon for it. And then also we have a tutorial level that has these little pop-ups that explain what's happening and what button you have to press, as well as we have a controls panel. We have literally 3 different methods of explaining to the player what you can kind of do. So it means that the player, realistically, if they are struggling to play the game, that's kind of on them at that point. We've done everything we can, right? Or something like this, the player doesn't know, what keys do we press? Like, how do you play the game? Like, how do we interact with things? How do you open a door? Stuff like that. You don't know. So we're going to have to come up with a method of explaining that to the player. So you can do like an opening sequence, which is what we usually have for our past games, where one of our awesome team members, Mika, makes a opening sequence that comes up and sort of explains the lore and reasons to things. And I don't know if we probably won't have the time to do this time, unless she wants to do that over the weekend or something. But but those sorts of things. Like, ultimately, I'm not, you know, when I say these sorts of things, I don't mean it in like a demeaning sense or something like to like put them down, but like, ultimately, it's just something that is important as also a fellow developer that had no fucking clue what I was supposed to be doing. I feel like it's a key thing that I have to explain, because if I don't understand what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing, how do we know the next person's going to understand what we're supposed to be doing? That was, to me, like, the big key things. Otherwise, like, the visuals were pretty cool. Didn't really have any complaints about that. Most things made sense. There was that one thing where I was like, is this part of the game? Because it comes up with that, it comes up with that menu, and it says, you know, do you want to trust this? Yes, you press buttons and stuff like that, but to me, whenever I see those sort of things, like, I Alt F4'd as soon as I saw that. Now, I've never seen that before, and I've opened a lot of things, so I think it's a cool idea, but sometimes it's good to add those, like, little joke words sometimes in there so you know that it's definitely not legit. Because when something looks sometimes a little too legit, I don't want to press any buttons, and I'm just like, maybe it's fine. But if I press that button and I get a virus, I ain't, willing to risk my PC. Those sorts of things there, sometimes it's kind of like, it's got to be careful. Because if that was, let's put it this way, if it wasn't your friend, and your friend's game, and you didn't tell me, that it was safe, and it was just a random game that I downloaded off the internet, I would not have clicked that, and I would have Alt F4'd and I would have uninstalled it. Yeah. So. There's just those sorts of things there where it's just like, you gotta be careful, because you don't at the same time want to push people away from playing your game. Because I'm sure it's a great game and stuff like that, but I just couldn't progress because I had no fucking clue what I was doing. Stuff like that. It's just really hard, and it's balancing. And the thing is, if he's like the only person working on it, then fair game, right? It's a bit hard to get other people's sides of things. But then when you're the only person working on it, then I find it very valuable to send, like, every single time you make like a relatively major change, send it out to people, get testing, by your friends and stuff like that. I mean, you got friends, right? So always worth to make the most of them. They get to enjoy seeing how your game's progressing and stuff like that, at the same time as you getting feedback on what people like, what people dislike, what people find easy, what people struggle with, and stuff like that. With all the forms that I send you, Amy, it's like, Amy, try our game if you're interested, and please fill this form out. It does make major differences, and we take everything into account and write it down. Like, we have heaps of these documents, and stuff. Like, for example, this one's not much. We didn't get too much feedback, actually, for the last one. Okay. I don't know what that is, but here's, like, feedback from our last game. And so we got feedback from other people. And then first game, we got some good feedback. Yeah, I do need to get my booty to bed as well. I don't know why it keeps coming that up, because I've never had this issue before. Very well. Maybe this is a scary pop-up as well. And yeah, bunch of feedback as well. So we got a good amount of feedback here. 5 responses. So just all write it down, and then everything we take note of. Just most of the time, the issue that you'll end up running into is most of the time you get feedback, and assuming you're the one making the game, 3/4 of the time you know that's an issue when you're working on it. So, like, I'll send you something. Oh, actually, I was going to do one last thing before I ended and hopped off. I was just going to quickly create a build and send it out and get feedback, actually. From somebody, and I can get feedback from you if you want. Albeit you mostly know what's going on. I'm gonna quickly push this change though. NS enemy USA. I don't. Assets stage, and I colored some things. Oh, but I did not touch the enemy. It says I touched the enemy. Sorry, you guys can't actually see what I'm doing. I do need to go to sleep. I did kind of want to read my book, but obviously it's going to be too late. So I'm going to remove this. I did open it, but I didn't change anything, so I'm not too sure why I want to do that. But I don't want to cause issues with those sorts of things. Anyway, Let's go. Added bowl plate and platter as well. For the chandelier. How do you spell chandelier? Oh god, it's like French. Okay, I'll have to do my Excel tomorrow. But that should be fine. I just gotta do one quick build. I can send it to you guys. Why is there a build in here? Oh, never mind, it must just be an important folder. I'm hoping. Sorry, platforms, Windows, packaging. This will take only a couple of minutes. Let's go. I don't know if, Ruben, your build worked at all. If you're here. I don't know if your build worked at all. I didn't open it, but I had to change something to get the build to work because the default space wasn't connected. So I don't think the original build actually worked in the end. Assuming you would have had the same issue that I ran into. But maybe you didn't and got lucky. Rapid game. Builds. Build 2. Windows. Okay, sweet. Gonna zip this up. I'll send this out to a couple people. If I can get feedback now, then maybe we can implement, and then I'll do a second feedback session next week. So expect 2 feedbacks, Amy. Okay. Quickly get this up. I'll have to do a bit of explaining everything, I think. I'll do, oh, here we go. So here we go. For a game prototype. Remember, this is a prototype. Something that's good enough. Well, I'm gonna remove that. Alright. WSD movement space jump E correct. At the moment, game loop isn't included, albeit it is done. So don't worry about not knowing what to do. Mostly after feedback on how everything feels, and if there's anything particular like dash this one. Okay, sweet. If you have any questions, please ask any of us. Yep. What's your name, username? What do you like about the game? What do you think will be improved? Yeah. Sweet. So that's good. Here we go. Oopsies, I should probably rename this A. We don't have a thing, so I'm just going to name this Prototype 3. We need to come up with a name, which I'll come up with something in the weekend. I'll do a poll, something in the weekend. Copy. Amy, can you just let me know that this works? Meantime, I'll flip you the build. You can check the build later, but just double check that the form works. Just you guys don't have access to like changing these or anything like that. File size is kind of big. The issue with I can do the correct stuff. Okay, sweet. So you don't have access to changing any of these. Not that I particularly matter. Like I'm sending this to what? Awesome. To you and a couple other people that I'm friends with. So that's fine. So I'm not too worried. I don't think anybody would change it. Nobody else is a moron. So. Okay, sweet. Send it out to maybe one person. Oh, one other person, sorry. Okay, I'm going to end stream. You guys all have a good one. Thank you guys all for watching. I'm going to be doing some catching up with some people on this quickly before I do fully fall asleep. So it'll be that. And there's no point you guys seeing me type shit out. You guys all have a good one. Thank you guys all for watching. And yeah, should be good. We've made some good progress. If anybody wants to see some basic 3D modeling shit, real basic shit, then hopefully this was entertaining. If you want to see some stuff behind making games and whatnot, albeit mostly indie kind of stuff, hopefully that was interesting. And yeah, anybody who chatted and whatnot, hopefully it was entertaining. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for popping by, everyone. Being Amy, the usual absolute beast, Ali, Noodles, the man, Bertram, and last but not least, Ruben. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, and we'll catch you guys next time, probably next week, Thursday, unless something happens that I feel like streaming earlier. But yo, hey guys, have a good one, and we'll catch you guys next time. See yo, bye bye.